Welcome back. It's Raider Dave here. GrimeCast found on YouTube. Dropping a quick vlog using my Osmo Pocket, man. Trying to use the tools that I've bought over the last few years to build this podcast, man. So I should be doing this a lot more. So I thank you guys that have stuck around and, still drop comments into the box and still interact and all that, man. I thank you guys very much, man. Football's a big part of what we are and the Raider Nation and all that, man. So, and I hope everybody's doing well right now. I know we're in some different times, so we'll see how this thing unfolds with a lot of, of course, a lot of optimism flowing, man. We just got to keep positive. Kindness is everything right now. So, what brought me on today is, of course, more time on my hands. It's a Sunday morning. The sun's out today. We've had a lot of rain. Today, man, I just want to talk about the draft, dude. And so tomorrow I'm going to get into the free agent signings, what the Raiders did, and get into depth on that subject. But today I want to talk about the draft because I'm in a league I told you guys about. It's like a fantasy football draft league, and there's a scoring system. I cannot reveal how that goes down, how the formulas that are in place to grade these things, because it's actually a really good format. And it's content that is not released to the public. This is somebody's work, and I don't want to release that part of it. But what I will talk about is how these players fall in the draft, so that way we can gauge how, individuals that are running the team. And like I said, these are football fans. These are people that have, some are accountants and all that. So they're into analytics. They're into data, stuff like that. So I think that stuff matters a lot. Versus sometimes a computer system that will grade players or rank players based on what writers are saying. And then sometimes that's how people shape up some mocks or, their own individual opinion for each team. This is an individual running each team as a GM. So, and I happen to be running the Colts this year. That's my assignment, is the Indianapolis Colts this year. So it kind of makes it fun. Gives you a different perspective. So I won't get into that though. I don't pick till number 34, and I'm hoping a wide receiver falls. So let's get into the meat and potato, what I really want to talk about here, man, is, for one, I'll tell you the draft board right now, where we're at right now. Joe Burrow went to the Bengals. Chase Young went to the Redskins. The Detroit Lions took Isaiah Simmons. Now, I want to talk about that, the Detroit Lions pick at number 3, because it's so interesting. We haven't seen a top 3 corner drafted since Sean Springs, to my knowledge. A cornerback drafted number 3 overall. After that, it was Charles Woodson. Later on, you see many others, all the way up to Denzel Ward going number 4 overall to the Cleveland Browns. Now, middle linebacker, we haven't seen a middle linebacker really drafted in the top 5 in quite a while. I mean, it goes back to like Junior Seau, Mike Crowell, the 90s, they did that a lot. But in the year 2000s and on, like the last 20 years, let's just say the last 20 years, we haven't seen that. What we have seen in the top 5, we've seen a ton of running backs go, a ton of wide receivers, a ton of offensive tackles, defensive tackles, edge. Am I missing something here? We haven't seen any guards, I don't believe. And so, yeah, I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head. And then, middle linebacker, 2006, A.J. Hawk went number 5 overall. Now, Isaiah Simmons and A.J. Hawk are completely different animals. But I just wanted to bring that up. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is not to discount Isaiah Simmons' value. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of teams go for wide receivers, and this is a wide receiver deep class. We've seen Megatron go number 2 overall. We've seen Amari Cooper go in the top 5. Sammy Watkins, we've seen this throughout time. Braylon Edwards back in the day, he was dominating, and pretty sure he played for Michigan when he was dominating, and I think he went like 3 overall or 2 overall, I can't remember, but there's just so many of those types of trends the last 20 years, and that's what I'm doing. I'm following team trends the last 5 years. So give me your thoughts, man. This is a little bit of outside the box, kind of looking inside the box, seeing what's going on, and seeing if you can kind of shape up what possibility could be. We're 30 days away, man. We're 30 days away, so we're maybe a little bit early on this, but I just want to talk about how deep this class is, man, because, unfortunately I deleted a lot of videos, man, which sucks. I shouldn't have done that. I got paranoid with the FCC regulations, but you go back, if I still have my videos, back in 2017, I was saying, be calm, man, because there's some great draft classes coming in the near future. 2018 draft is going to be stacked. 2019 draft is going to be insane. And then 2020, man, who knows? And I didn't know 2020 would be this deep, but I was very optimistic in 2018 and very optimistic in 2019 based on the skill level players that were coming out and at skill level positions, man. Because edge rusher is a big deal. Offensive tackle is a big deal. And there's a lot of them, man. These 4 offensive tackles coming out that are in the top 10, They should be top 10 in my opinion. They're athletic. They don't look like busts to me. They don't look like projects. We've seen that in the NFL over the years. We've seen projects drafted in the top 10. I don't see that with these offensive tackles. I don't see them as projects. I don't see these wide receivers as projects. And this is a deep wide receiver class. How many wide receivers go in the top 10? And I see so many mocks where the wide receivers there's no wide receivers in the top 5. And we need to know what these teams are thinking, man, because this is so intriguing, man. And this is so, there's so much gray area to just create that like, anything's pretty much possible in this top 12, man, because the Raiders, they pick at 12, man. So anything's possible. Give me your thoughts, though, man, just based on the trends, the last 20, just go out the last 20 years and just look at what these teams have done. Maybe I'm just being a little too, I don't think he's going to fall the way to 12. I'll just say it right now. Isaiah Simmons, I've reached on it, but man, what the hell is going to fall to the Raiders at number 12? Because they might even need to trade back because there's so much value in that top 12. I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to let you drop a comment in the comment box, and we'll be back because we got plenty of time on our hands, and tomorrow we'll drop a podcast, and we'll see what goes down today, and I'll keep you posted. I'm just checking my board. Nobody's drafted. Giants have not drafted yet. I'm waiting patiently. I don't pick till number 34. I like Jalen Johnson out of Utah. I'm going to be drafting for the Colts. I'm not banking on a wide receiver falling. Good wide receiver for Phillip Rivers to throw the football to for the Colts. So I'm looking at corner, safety right now, edge for the Colts. That's just where I'm at, but I don't pick till number 34. I'll let you know what my boy picks at number 12 and what he does at number 19, whether he trades back or whatever. So we'll keep it interesting, man. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and we'll talk again. I'm Raider Dave. I'm out. Peace worldwide, baby. I'm out. Peace.